Hello everyone and welcome to this Facebook training, Money Flow Training, Secrets to More Flow, Clients, Money, all of it. So I am really excited about this. It's going to be really fun actually. So for those of you joining me or watching the recording here, make sure you share this broadcast. Hello everyone. Okay, cool. Awesome guys. So make sure you share this broadcast. And also I want to mention that I'm going to be giving away some really awesome gifts. So let me share with you a little bit of what's going to happen in the next 5 days. So today is day one of a training that I am doing to help you create more money, flow, clients, all of it. Sarwa, hi Sarwa. So nice to have you here. So guys, make sure you share this broadcast. Make sure you share this Facebook Live. And I wanted to share with you that in these days, every day of this week, 17th of October is today, so today, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be getting online on Facebook Live. I'll be going live at this hour. So 1 p.m., I think that's 1 p.m. Eastern. I think that's also 10 a.m. Pacific. So, and 6 p.m. people who are in England and London. So make sure you join me all of these 5 days. And here's why. In day number 5 on Friday, I'm going to be sharing with you how you can win some awesome gifts. So I'm going to share with you what the gifts are. And you can win this gift as long as you're going to watch all the 5-day training, all the trainings. It doesn't matter if you're here with me live, you're watching the recording. It doesn't matter because at the end of every day, I'm going to be giving you a money mantra to remember. So I need you to write that mantra down because on Friday, I'll share with you how you can win these gifts, but on Friday, I'll be sharing with you, just remember those mantras that I give you every day on how you can win this awesome gift. And these mantras, in the meanwhile, guys, will help you start getting in that flow. And for these days, these 5 days, I'll be sharing with you secrets, tips, techniques on being in that flow, right? Of money, clients, all of it, ease, grace, abundance, all of it. So for all of you joining me here today, Sarah, Cornelia, hi Cornelia, Charlie, nice to have you today again here. It was really nice talking to you today earlier. So the gifts that I'll be giving away to the winners on Friday is basically I will be giving away an interview series training. So it's 35 audio trainings. I'm like audio trainings. I have like so many words in my mind here. Interview trainings. With people from all around the world who have really achieved that flow. So you can not only learn from me, but from experts around the world as well. And also the other gift that I'm going to be giving away on Friday is a private group clearing session. So for the winners that win, we're going to be picking the winners on Friday who will win. I will be giving you guys, for only the winners, a private clearing session, a group private clearing session. That's going to be really powerful. We're going to be doing that via Zoom. So yes, I want to share that with you quickly so you know what you win. Make sure you stay till the end of this Facebook Live or get back later so you can watch the recording so you can write down the mantra. So today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, make sure you write the mantras and watch it. Even if you're watching me live, recording, doesn't matter guys, but make sure you're watching these trainings. They're going to be really powerful. In these days, I'll be sharing with you tips, again, to be in the flow, but I will also be sharing you my story, you know, what it took me, what I had to do to really get here where I'm at. So, hello everyone, Aname, Carla, awesome, thank you guys. So make sure before I get started with the training today, make sure guys that you share this Facebook Live, make sure you share it. I will be looking at who shares as well because that will take you into consideration as well to win the prizes that I'm going to be giving away on Friday. So if you know anybody who you feel would really value from this type of training and this type of stuff, make sure you invite that person, okay? So make sure you invite that person, tag them in the comments. Doesn't matter if they watch this later. This is the beauty of doing this, right? In your Facebook, in the Facebook page, because anybody can join anytime, so it's going to be really fun. So before I get started, guys, let's get in the right energy. It's really important to get in the right energy for you to really receive this information, tips, secrets that I have really prepared for you today. So in order to do that, I want you to comment in the comments below. If you're watching the replay, you can do this later. It doesn't matter. I will be looking at the comments later, but I want you to put in the comments below. Share it. Awesome. Thank you, Aname. Thank you guys for sharing. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the hearts. I'm seeing all of it. It's so exciting. So guys, so before we get started and sharing with you all the things that I have prepared for you today, because it's going to be really, really exciting, let's get the energy started. So I want you to declare, I want you to affirm in the comments below, I want you to write this in the comments below, I am ready for money flow. I want you to type that out in the comments below, in this comment right here, right now, I am ready for money flow. I am ready for money flow. I want to see and read these comments, guys. These comments, you declaring it, because part of you starting your journey in money flow, in creating that flow, all of it, it's really honestly about you making the decision that you want that. Because once you make that decision that you want that, the world helps you out. Like, I've seen crazy things happen and like, amazing. Anushka, welcome. Cornelia, I am ready for money flow. Awesome. Sarah, oh my God, of course you are. Andreina and Anna May, awesome. Who else? Who else? Charlene, I am ready for money flow. Who else? Who else? Anushka, anybody else? I am ready for money flow. Awesome. Amrita, oh my God, so nice to see you here. What time is it there? Oh, I think it's late night for you, right? I am ready for money flow. Awesome. I love it. Who else? Who else is ready for more money flow? It starts with the decision, guys. It always starts with the decision. If you are making the decision, and don't be shy here, share in the comments, it starts with that decision. You know, I promise you in these next 5 days, I'll be sharing with you tips, secrets, what it really, really, really takes to get in that flow. And the first thing is to make the decision that you're going to be in that flow, that you're ready for that flow, right? So make sure you comment that I am ready for money flow. If you're watching the recording, the replay of this Facebook Live later today, it doesn't matter. I want to see your comments. I will be looking at every single comment in these next 5 days. So make sure you post it, okay? Make sure you post it. Also, if you're joining me later, doesn't matter. Make sure you share this video as well. The more people that we can share this message with, it's going to make a better world, right? It's going to make a better world as well. So awesome. Now that you guys are ready and truly, truly ready for money flow, I want to share with you today in this video the 3 first steps. You know, and I'm going to share with you also like my journey around this. You know, when I started 3 years back my business, I was working in a full-time job here in Panama. I loved it. I really liked it, but it wasn't my favorite thing. You know, I knew there was something that was not in alignment, and being so like sensitive, right, to energy, which I'm sure many of you are, I knew that something had to change. Like, I just knew it in my heart that something had to change. I had no clue how it was going to change, but I really knew something really, really had to change. And literally, I was making less than $1,500 a month, and I was feeling really, really stuck. I was feeling stuck, hurt, and I was feeling more than anything restricted. And I'm sure many of you might resonate with that word and that feeling, right? The emotion of feeling restricted. I felt like I was in a cage, like I was trapped and I couldn't do anything. Like, I wanted to travel, I wanted to do this, I wanted to help women, I wanted to feel fulfilled. I wanted to do all these amazing things, but yet I really felt super trapped. I felt restricted. And you know, I remember, you know, crying about this, feeling like asking for a prayer, you know, asking the universe, God, source, like, please show me the way, show me what needs to be done, you know, what do I need to do, shift to really reach the other side of this feeling, you know, from going from that block, that fear, to being in that flow. And that was my biggest desire, right? That was my biggest desire. And it's amazing, you know, when you make that decision, which is what we've done today, like, miracles are going to start happening. You know, miracles are already going to start happening, because when you do that, I won't be surprised if you guys, and I want to hear from you, right? For those of you who are saying you're ready, I want you to email, message me, share with me what happens, because when you make that decision, right? Hi, Cloud. When you make that decision, things start moving. You know, angel messengers start happening. And I was speaking to Charlene actually earlier today, and it's amazing what's been happening to her as well. She was just sharing with me today, and I was like, it's a beautiful reminder, guys, right? That this really works, but it really starts with a decision. And you know, once you make that decision, the first thing that I realized that I had to do, and that my first thing that I was guided to really do, was to really go deeper with money and really understand money. You know, really understand what money is, what the energy of money means, how, you know, why money, you know, it's manifestation time. Of course it is, Anna May, of course it is. It's going to be exciting. Thanks, guys, for the likes and the hearts. I love it. Keep the hearts coming. That gets me excited. That makes me know that you're here and you're liking this. So if you're liking what I'm saying, please press the heart so I am knowing and we're not like, it's not only me talking because that's very boring, honestly. So I was guided, right, to learn more about money. I was guided to understand what money was, where it came from, and it took me into this deep, deep venture of really studying, reading books like Napoleon Hill's books, reading Wallace Wattles, James Allen's books, Marianne Williamson's books, and it really, like, it was amazing how a book came in and then something else, and then, I think when you make that decision, crazy things start happening and you're like, oh my God, wow. And all this started happening, right? And I was like, okay, I'm being divinely guided to understand money. I'm being divinely guided to understand what money is, where it comes from, and all of these things. And I followed that hit. I followed that hit. I was learning about it and I understood that, money is energy. And that's the first thing, right? That's the first secret that I want to share with you today, to more flow, to more money, to more clients, to all of it. You gotta realize and have that cognition that it's just energy. Money is just energy, right? That's the first thing. The second thing then I realized when I was studying money, I was reading the books, all of these cool things, and then I noticed that, again, I was ready to build my business, and I was ready to put myself out there. Again, I was really, really scared, guys, to put myself out there because I felt that if I put myself out there, my family was not going to understand. People were going to criticize me. People were going to attack me. That was my biggest fear. So if you feel that way, I hear you, because that was me a few years back. And then when I was going, again, understanding money and all of that, I was like, okay, now that I've decided I want to be in the money flow, I decided that I want to build my business, I realized that I had to get clear, right? It's super scary, Anime. It's super scary. I hear you. I really had to realize, guys, that I had to get clear on what I wanted to do, right? What I wanted to do and who I wanted to help. And that's when I decided, one thing led to the other. I was divinely guided to do this coaching certification firm, which was a year-long program. I literally enrolled myself. I didn't understand what coaching was when I enrolled myself, but it was so divinely guided. I didn't have the money. It was like scary, but my gut was like, this is the way. So I was like, okay. And in that, I realized that I had to get clear, who I wanted to work with, like who was the people or the woman that I wanted to serve, that I wanted to help. And it really led me to doing a lot of research, a lot of research, really figuring out who I wanted to help, what was my ideal client's problems, what really, really kept them sad, angry, in pain, right? Exactly, Sarah. Money truly has no value. It is what you attach to it that gives it value. Exactly, Sarah. I'm so glad you mentioned that. I'm so glad you mentioned that. Andre, where are we light? Awesome, guys. Sorry, because we just bought like this new light thingy because I got like this new, you guys can see here. I have a new, a microphone for my phone to use Facebook Live, and I have a new like light thing to look more brighter for you guys, to do better videos. So I just noticed I was really, really warm here. So guys, again, I had to get clear on that money was energy, and I had to get clear that I had to figure out who I wanted to serve. And again, I did a lot of research, guys, a lot of research. The people who were surrounding me, I just started digging deep with them out. I just had these deep conversations, and I'm asking them like, hey, what's going on with you? How can I help you? What's your biggest pain in life? What's holding you back? All these questions that I was asking them, and that really, really gave me an idea of who I wanted to serve, one. Also gave me an idea of who I could serve. Because there were a lot of people I wanted to help, but I realized something really interesting, and this I learned from a mentor of mine. You can take notes on this, which I highly encourage you. It's like, who do you listen to, right? Who do you follow? Who do you listen to? You follow someone who has what you want and who's been where you're at. And for me, I realized that, yes, I still hadn't figured out the money thing, the business thing. That was not what I had, mastered 3 years ago. But something that I did own 3 years ago was around getting clear on my purpose, getting clear that I wanted to do something and had to do something with this. And, I realized there were women that were stuck. They were, not even knowing that something was wrong. They were feeling bad and they just wanted to feel better. And I realized, these are women that I can help. I've been in this place, I can help them. And that's how I started, guys. That's how I really started my business. And it's like magical as well, because law of attraction, I was attracting these women. I had people coming to me saying, should I see you more happier? What are you doing? What are you drinking? What are you doing? What are you reading? And like people just asking me these questions and like, Sheena, can I get together with you? And can I take you out for lunch? And can you share with me, what are you doing that keeps you happy, your routine and things? I was like, this is interesting. People were asking for advice, and that's again, divinely led. And that's the other secret, right? If you are ready to build your business and you're ready to not only build your business, but you're really, really ready to take your business to the next level, to grow it, to leverage it, you gotta really get clear on who you want to help. And that pain, right, that you're trying to solve, the problem that you want to solve, you gotta make sure it's very clear. So what do I mean by that? You can't say like, oh, I help people feel good. It's very vague. What specifically do you help people with? Like, I noticed for me when I was like, oh, I help people, reach their goals. It wasn't specific enough. But when I start, being more specific, like I help people define their ideal business and I help them pursue it, start the process of starting it. That's more specific than the woman who's thinking, I want to start my own business. She when she sees that, she's like, oh, I want that. That's for me. So like being specific is very crucial, especially if you want to create a bigger impact. Because again, more money, more flow, more clients is more impact. And in order for you to create more impact, it's really, really important for you to help more people, right? Solve more problems. That's the whole idea of all of this, really. Solving as much problems as you can. So guys, I see you guys very quiet here. So share me some hearts, some likes, some comments. Are you guys enjoying what I'm sharing with you, the secrets that I'm sharing with you? Share with me, Anamay, Serwa, Cornelia, Clau, Anushka, Amrita. The best for starting, especially if you have no clue where to start, or even if start at all. Exactly. And Charlene, yes, Lepel Mike. I think it was actually Zella. It was actually you who said that I should use a mic for my Facebook Lives so people could hear me better. So hopefully this is helping. And yes, guys, share with me. Are you guys liking what I'm sharing? Give me some hearts. Give me some comments. I can hear from you. I will be taking questions as well. So that's what it is. That's what it is, guys, right? And then what I realized that when I started getting clear on who I wanted to work with, I was so blocked on putting myself out there. I was so scared to put that Facebook post. I was so scared. I was scared of, again, I shared it before, that people will attack me, that no one will care for me, that all these crazy things started coming up in my mind. Thanks, guys. Thanks. It's all about the decision. Yes, exactly, guys. Exactly. And guys, if you're joining me, share. Make sure you're sharing this Facebook Live. Make sure you're sharing. It's going to be very cool. And I was blocked. I was literally blocked, and I was like, okay, I understand money more. I am, more clear on who I want to work with and who I'm meant to serve, what problem basically I want to solve. Why am I not putting myself out there? Why am I not doing what I need to do to get there? And then I realized that it was my mind. I was over here super blocked. I had these crazy limiting beliefs, thoughts, patterns, fears around being visible, around being vulnerable, around, again, worrying, money, like all these crazy, crazy negative programming, right? It's about the decision, right? To be a servant is your goal. Exactly, serving, and it's being of service, right, Serwa? This is very helpful. Thank you, Cornelia. Thank you for letting me know. I really appreciate that, guys. So keep it coming. So I get to know you guys are enjoying this. And again, if you have a comment, share with me. I want to hear from you, right? So I realized, right? It was all here, and I was like, okay, something has to happen because I know what I have to do. I am not doing it. Why? What is wrong with me? Why am I sabotaging myself? Why am I trying to be this perfect? And I was like, oh my God, I realized that I was trying to be so perfect and everything. And I was like, my coach at the time, she was like, Sheena, done is better than perfect. Stop being so perfect. Like, it's better to put yourself out there in having a grammatical error than not putting yourself not putting yourself out there at all. Because there are people who need you to hear that, right? Like, there are people like you, like Cornelia, who need to read that. And I was holding myself back, right? I was not being of service because instead of serving you, right? Serving you guys, serving you, I was focused on me. And what happened, the focus was inwards, right? It was me, it was ego versus being of service instead of like being generous, instead of helping. Exactly, fear. So when I shifted that, when I shifted from me, I gotta be perfect, me, what people think of me, all that crazy things that I know all of us go through, and I can still sense it sometimes a little bit as well. It's like, focus on the person in front of you. Focus on the person who needs your help. Focus on the person who has that problem that you can really help. You know, the value, the impact you create by helping that one person in front of you, right? You have someone who you can help in front of you. Help them, be of service, show them the way, give them a step. That, guys, that is where the power happens. That is the biggest secret I can give you today, and like the biggest of being in that flow. Because when you're focused, right, guys, when you're focused on helping that person, and you're not focused on, like, it takes the energy away from bills, like all the stress that people throw at us, like the bills you gotta pay, the money you don't have, the stress of your spouse, your husband, your fiance, your whatever, your mom, your employees, your all these crazy things. Instead of putting energy to those things, your energy is so focused on solving your problem, solving that person's problem. And that shift is a miracle in itself, because you start focusing on making a difference, and you're so obsessed, right? You can become so obsessed on focusing on that, and something really amazing happens with that, guys. You're so focused that you feel so fulfilled. This person creates a shift. She's shifted, right? The world shifts thanks to her shift. Her family, the people around her start shifting because she shifted. You start shifting because you made a difference in the world. You start feeling better, and the beauty of this is you start building confidence in yourself. You start feeling, wow, I was able to help this person, and that, by doing the work, that builds in the confidence. And when you build that confidence, that builds more flow to you, right? And that's the third thing. You gotta make sure you're focusing on outward, right? Now, outward meaning to that person, on solving that person's problems, right? True, awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. In my coaching sessions, I am focused on my clients. When I write a post, I am focused on myself. How selfish am I? Cornelia, I hear you. That was me too. You know, I remember like thinking, and I'm being so honest here, guys. I remember thinking like, oh, how can I be so perfect in this article? Instead of like, how can I tell Cornelia, right, or Sarah what I want her to know, what I'm feeling called to share with her. You know, and even today in this Facebook training, you know, we decided to do this training literally last week on Friday, the team and I was like, you know what, let's take the focus from how can we make this perfect. Let's focus on making a difference, you know, which is the focus has to be that, like reminding ourselves that that's what needs to be, because it's really easy to go derailed, right? Our ego wants to go the other way. And I was like, okay, what can we do to make a big, big difference for them? And we were like, you know what do we give them more value? You know, what do we just, like, we've been getting these emails and messages of people, like, what if we do a training just for them and answering these questions, you know, answering these blocks that people have. And I was like, let's do it. And today, literally, I was like, before getting on this Facebook Live, I was like, universe, God, use me, you know, use me as your instrument. I have no clue what I meant to share today. I have written down some notes, but I want you to use me to deliver what the people here in this Facebook Live need to hear. I want you to use me as your instrument so I can give them and deliver to them what will make the biggest difference for them. That was my intention, right? Domino effect, exactly, that also happens. So it was like, and look at all the information that's coming through, right? In flow. And this is what happens when you're in flow, when you're so focused on solving someone's problems, you're focused. And there's another quote that Anushka actually reminded me of, like, when you feel helpless, help someone. And that's the beauty of this type of business, right? The more you're helping, the more you're serving, you're helping yourself. It's like a byproduct, right? But the flow happens, guys. The money, the clients, all of it happens when you're focused here. And that's the big thing that I think I want to share with you today, which I feel like is coming through me today. Use me, exactly, Charlene. You know, ask whenever you're going to be, you know, putting yourself out there, promoting anything, or just being of service, providing value. Always ask the universe, God. I always do this every time before every webinar, training, every time. It's like, universe, I want you to please use me to deliver what I need to deliver. You know, I might think it's what I wrote down today. It might not be that, right? So really being open to that too, I think is really, really crucial. So guys, to really just summarize today what I've shared with you around the secrets that I've shared with you around being in that flow. You know, one, you gotta understand what money is. You know, sometimes we're like, we wanna make more money, but we need to make peace with money. We need to understand what it is, where it comes from, like why all this crazy programming around it. Really understand, and the main thing around that we need to get is that money's energy. And that's what I have really truly had to read a ton of books to like, and you know, someone told me that, Sheena, money's energy. I didn't get that, guys. I did not get that until I read, I don't know how many books. After reading, I don't know how many books, I was like, oh, it's just energy. Got it. It took me so much. That's why it's so important to repeat, to keep on reading, to really doing that, right? Love that. Be open and ask the universe to use you as a channel for whatever needs to come out. Exactly, Anna May. And you know, I had someone ask me this weekend, Sheena, how do you create content? You know, how do you know, I'm having trouble, or not trouble, but like how I want to put myself out there and, you know, be of service. And it's like, ask the universe. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, nice to have you here, guys. Guys, for those of you joining, make sure you're sharing. Make sure you share this Facebook Live, right? So it's really about being open, right? So the first secret that I shared with you was, what was it? I'm like sharing so much here. Understanding what money is and really reading, doing that work, getting into it so you get that cognition like, oh, it's energy, or whatever type of cognition you need to get. The other thing when you're starting your business is always studying what's in front of you. So doing the market research. You know, in my Money Flow Mastery program, we spend so much time doing research, and it's something that I recommend doing all the time. I am always doing research as well. I'm always studying my client. I want to get clear on what her problem is. I want to know what her problem is, so I can help her, because if I do not know what her problem is, I'm not able to help her. So doing that. The other thing is, stop making it about you. Stop feeling that you need to be perfect. Because guess what? I am not perfect, and I know that. The other day an email went out. There were so many errors. I wrote it, and I was so inspired by writing it, but there were so many errors. I had like 2 people emailing back, Sheena, just so you know, this way. I was like, you know what? But the message was done. So what I'm trying to share with this is like, focus on helping that person in front of you. When you focus on helping that person in front of you, the focus on you, on being perfect is gone. You're so focused on solving that problem. Guess what? When you're so focused on solving that person's problem, the universe will deliver. The universe will use you as its instrument to help that person. Suddenly the person will be like, Sheena, oh my God, how did you know that's exactly what I need to hear? And it's like, I have no clue either. It just happened, right? Always blocked to come up with content. And so I would highly encourage for anybody feeling blocked around content, right? Like these 5 days that I'm creating this awesome content for you guys. It's like, universe, what do I need to deliver? And like just making it flow, like just writing it down, you know, seeing your comments. What do you guys need to hear, right? And then delivering that. That for me has been key. And not making it about me when I deliver content, making it about my ideal clients. Sometimes I'll even think about like a certain person while I'm writing an email or talking to someone. Like even here when I'm talking, I'll think of someone and I'll feel like I'm talking to that person, because the more personal you make it, the more you can connect with that person too, which is important too. So Mariana, what do you mean money is energy? Can you please explain? Give example, please. Mariana, of course I can. This is my favorite subject. This is what I teach. So money is energy. So if you're familiar, right, with law of attraction and all this type of work, you might realize that, you know, what it teaches that we're all energy. You know, we are made of energy. You know, at the end of the day, everything in the universe is energy. You know, atoms, cells, all of it, it's all made of energy, of certain, like energy vibrating at a certain frequency. That's what we're all made of, according to, you know, what's it called? What's that science called that studies this? Like it just slipped my mind, but I'll remember and I'll give you the name. But it's really about, you know, everything's energy. So when I say money's energy, money's also something material in this world. And if everything in the world is energy, so is money. And what happens is that we make money something that it isn't, right? But it's energy. It's the same thing that we're made of. We're made of energy, and so is money. So I hope that helps you, Marietta. Let me know in the comments if it doesn't. Give examples. So like when you know people say like, oh, you can manifest money, it's like it's you're manifesting energy. You're trying to, even in business, what I teach, right? It's all about teaching you, helping you make more money. How do we do that? It's by helping you create a bigger impact, you know, really creating a big impact in the world so you can get the return of more money, but it's creating that big energy, like push, like outburst in the world so you can get that flow, that circulation. So that's what it's all about. Sometimes people don't ask because they're afraid of may happen. Exactly, that can happen too. So guys, share with me, have you guys enjoyed the tips, the secrets I've been giving you today? If you have any questions, I will be here in a few minutes more. So for those of you who joined me late, I just want to summarize what I said in the beginning of this Facebook training. If not, I would recommend going back and listening to the replay. And for those of you listening to replay, you know what this is all about. So today we start a 5-day money flow trading, secrets to more flow, clients, money, all of it. And in the next 5 days, starting today, today's day 1, tomorrow will be day 2, and I'll be going live on my Facebook fan page at this time. So 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And I'll be going live the next few days, and I'll be sharing with you secret tips, my story around, again, so you can, whatever like kicks in for you, whatever you like, oh my God, that's it. So you can take that and create more money flow in your life. That's the whole idea of this. And what I wanted to share with you is at the end in day 5 on Friday, I'm gonna be not choosing, but we'll be having 10 winners that will be selected. So 10 people that will have a chance to win 2 things, and all 10 will win these 2 things. So one would be a private group clearing via Zoom. So the 10 winners will get together with me via Zoom, and we'll be able to see each other. We'll be doing a live clearing. I'll be testing your energy as a group, and we'll be clearing. So the 10 people who win on Friday. And another gift that I'll be giving you is recordings of interviews that I have done in this year of the Money Flow Summit that I did earlier this year. Interviews that I did with Sharon Letcher, with so many, like Stephanie, like so many experts. You guys, I'll share with you guys the names. You'll win that too. So 10 winners. So there's a lot of space for you guys to win. So make sure, in order to win, very simple. You just got to make sure you write down the mantra, the money mantra I give you every day. So today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'll be giving you a money mantra that I want you to write down. So just make sure you're repeating these mantras. You're studying these mantras, because on Friday, I'll share with you what to do with these mantras so you can win these awesome 2 gifts. So any questions about this, ask me in the comments, tag me, and I'll respond. I hope I was very simple in my explanation. Again, you don't need to be live if you can't. If you can listen to the recording, you will get the mantra in the recording. The idea is to listen to the mantra and get it. So you appreciate my energy. Thank you. And that's the idea. And I love, Charlene, that you mentioned this, because people feel that. You know, people feel like when you're in that energy, like, oh my God, I need to pay rent. Oh my God, I need the money now. And you're like, you're not focused on really helping the person, but you're focused to make the money now. People feel that, you know, and I've noticed for me, I used to do that because I didn't know better. I used to really repel. David Hawkins, yeah. So what's his book, Cornelia? I forgot his book name. So yes, guys. So I wanted to share with you that. So here's the money mantra, and I want you to comment in the comments the mantra as well. The mantra is. So I'm going to make sure I give it to you and write it down as well. I am living in financial surplus. That's your money mantra of today. I am living in financial surplus. So I want you to write it down in the comments. I am living in financial surplus. I am living in financial surplus. I love this mantra. I am living in financial surplus. And I want you to like say this mantra and say, I am living in financial surplus, and really feel that you are, because it is. Even though you're crazy, fake reality saying otherwise, it's not true, it's an illusion. You are living in financial surplus. So repeat that. Awesome, Tiffany, I am living in financial surplus. So keep on repeating that mantra today. Write it down. Remember to bring it with you on Friday so you can get a chance to win the awesome gifts that I have prepared for you. Awesome, right? It's so powerful. So you want that clearing. Awesome. This is the person who wrote about the vibration scale. Exactly, Cornelia, exactly. That's the one. If you believe that what you put out comes back to you, then you need to surround yourself with positive energy so that you can absorb that into your inner spirit. Exactly, Sirwa. Exactly. And it's so powerful, right? When you get together with this energy, I'm sure you guys are feeling it. It's really cool and powerful. Awesome, Mariana. I'm living in financial surplus. I'm living in financial surplus. I'm living in financial surplus. Of course you are. Who else? Who else? I am living in financial surplus. Come on, give it to me, guys. Sarwa, I am living in financial surplus. Awesome. Keep on repeating it. I want you, you're here with me live. Read these comments. because you're reading Cornelia saying that, and you're like, oh, I am living, and it's just reminding you of the truth, because this is the truth. Carla, I'm living in financial surplus. Keep on repeating that. Keep on reading. Who else? Type it. I am living in financial surplus. I am living in financial surplus. This is your mantra today, so make sure you write that down so you can get a chance to be one of the 10 winners. So you have a lot of opportunity here. One of the 10 winners on Friday. So stay with me. The next day, I'll be coming back live tomorrow again, 1 p.m. Eastern, with sharing with you more secrets on how to be in flow. I'll be sharing with you what happened to me when there was a month that literally I got 16 rejections, and what I did with that and how I was able to overcome that and that fear of rejection, because I know many of us have that, and that was literally what's keeping me blocked. So tomorrow I'll be sharing with you around that as well. So make sure you join me tomorrow live. I'm living in financial surplus. I love it. Of course you are. Alejandra Rosales, I'm living in financial surplus. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. Cornelia's repeating it. Guys, repeat it. I love it. And look at her. I love this. Guys, awesome. So guys, any questions around this subject, make sure you comment and ask your questions. Tag me. I will make sure I take some time today to respond. And if not, I will see you tomorrow, where I'll be sharing with you what I did when I had a month that I had 16 rejections, okay? And how I was able to really overcome that. I'll be sharing with you more secrets for more money flow. And again, I'll share with you the mantra of tomorrow as well, so we can start feeling this, okay? So I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. I'll create a loop on my phone with this mantra. Done, guys, exactly. I am living in financial surplus. It's such a beautiful mantra. This is one of my favorite mantras, honestly. I am living in financial surplus. So guys, and also share with your friends, with your clients, with your peers, with your colleagues, with your whoever you feel would really benefit from this training. Make sure you share them this video, or tag them in the comments, because part of being in that financial flow and having that abundance mindset and again, being in the flow is knowing that there's more than enough. It's about being generous as well. This is something that my coach and mentor is really drilling in us. It's like about being generous. If you believe in abundance, why will you not be generous? You're always sharing, inviting people, because you know that that's the reality, that abundance is what it is, right? Mariana, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, guys. So it's been such a pleasure to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for being here, because again, if it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here. This wouldn't happen. I think this whole trading came from maybe your prayers. I don't know. It just came to us and we were like, we had to do this. Everything is divinely guided in that sense, right? So I truly believe in that. So I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Make sure you keep on repeating that mantra so you can be in that energy of surplus, because that's the reality. You are in financial surplus. You are, and it's so. It's done, and it is so. So I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. Bye.